Oh man, this fucking game.
It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analyzed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. Motorsport Manager, take control.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Rooster here, and welcome to see Motorsports Manager. And I had to say from the beginning it's real difficult word for me for some reason. Motorsports Managers. There's something in that MOT combination that is really hard for me. So I actually needed to really practice on that one. Motorsports Manager, so I can get that right. It's a fairly new game. Published by Sega, made by PlaySport Games, the studio, and I have to admit that I was a victim of advertising with this one because I actually saw the ad for this game in Football Manager 2017, and I instantly saw that this is something I need to go and check out. And because I was and I still am a huge fan for the game called Cranberry Manager 2, which is an old game for PC. I still play it occasionally. I still have it on my PC, and I was really thrilled to see that something in that range even is coming on PC and has actually came to PC, and I was really excited to go and have a look. And you can pick it up on Steam. It's around 30ish euros at the moment, so it's not that expensive. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I like to measure the games as my good friend does. He measures them by the length of time they spend in the game, and then compares them to price of a movie ticket. So I guess nowadays this game would be around 2 movies. Let's say, even if there were 2 Lord of the Rings movies, that would be like 6 to 7 hours, and I've already played for round 15, and there's no end in sight. So yeah, I'm safe to say that this has been worth the money for entertaining for myself. And I'm not going to show any gameplay in this one because I just want to show you the game, how things look and stuff like that, and then maybe, just maybe, I test it out at some point if I'm gonna make a series about. I really need to see how the things play. I mean, races and stuff like that. So, but I really wanted to show you the game because I am thrilled about this. Obviously, you see right from the beginning that the game doesn't have the FAA license, which I think is solely owned by Codemasters, which makes the the F1. Can't remember the name. I do have the game, but I can't remember the name of that game. I think it's F1 2000 and something. 2017 or something, 2016. It's the game, but they do have the license. So all the the 3 series or tiers or leagues or championships which are in this game are made up, and you can actually see them. Tier 3 is European Racing, and Asia Pacific Super Cup is the tier 2, and the World Motorsports is the F1 class in real world. And I think these 2 are GP2 and GP3, or I can't remember with they are what they are called nowadays, but you get the point. F1 and tier below that and tier below that. Obviously, the options you can do is to start a new career. The tutorial part is really good. It lets you start in your own pace, which is really good. And you can pick one of the championships. I started with European racing, obviously, because I wanted to start from the bottom and make my way towards the top. And obviously, you can take challenges, take the ultimate test. Let's see what does. It's something new challenge is coming in the future. But the first one is the Untitled Challenge. Take the lowest rated team in the game, Predator Racing Group, to the top of the World Motorsport Championship. But the Predator is actually very bad team. I know because I've spent 2 seasons in the same championships with that. And the top manager also is starting at the very bottom, make your way up the manager ladder with Archer BMR, and it's probably meaning that you cannot leave the team. That's the restriction there. And yeah, those are the challenges option. I haven't touched that. As you can see, I have all continue game there. And perfect strategy, practice, qualifying, and race. You can actually go and have a single race, any race you wanna, pick the circuits around the world, you know, different kind of places. And obviously, these are really much, Black Sea is pretty much resembles the area around Sochi. And you get the point, but since there's no license, the things are what they are. You can have different kinds of options, a single race, and this is I think this could be a good option to actually go about all the places and uh, race weekends and all how it works and how the different circuits work. But the thing is that you have your different drivers in your teams, and they see and make adjustments to the car in different ways. So this is just the game modes or options you get at your disposal. So I'm just gonna show you some features of the game, and we're just gonna call it quits. And hopefully this small portion of video just makes you tingle with an excitement, so you really want to get this game. Obviously, I think you can connect yourself with Facebook and Twitter. I'm not gonna do that, but let's load up my save and see some of the different stuff around there. Here we are at the home screen of my team. Vexala Motorsport is a Finnish team racing in the European racing, the third tier championship in this game. I started, this is my second season in this game, and this is my team, Vexala, and my drivers Antonov, and I'm absolutely in love with Merja Väänänen, my Finnish female driver. And one thing I found out that the thing that they don't have a license is actually really fun for me, because I have made a bond with my drivers, and I really care about them and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that would happen with a license. And the other thing is that there is a mod that makes all the teams all the right names for championships and the race circuits, drivers and stuff like that. The mod is in place, but I think it stopped working since the latest patch for this game. I haven't checked the site. I'll put the link in the description where you can go check it out, but I haven't checked the site since, because I really just love the game the way it is at vanilla stage. I really like the drivers and stuff like that, the teams, and everything is enjoyable for me at the moment, at least. But there might be a chance in the future that I start a new save with that. I want to start with real teams and names and stuff like that. Yeah. This is the home screen here. Different things, how German sees my progress. My target for the team for the season was to be fifth or above in the manufacturers championship or team championships. Team stats. Looking there, different kinds of stats, what buildings I do have available, what things we're doing. We're not I think we're designing new brakes for the car, and we are improving reliability, which is really important, because if you have bad parts, you have no ways to succeed. Different kind of, this is just different general information you can get from different things. Balance in the bank, standings, different standings. Next race in 70 days are the GP, basically the Spa Francorchamps. You see these track guides. Top speed, low speed corners are crucial, and acceleration is useful for that. And this is a lot of good info about the track, considering when you start practicing stuff like that. GMA, Global Motorsports Association, is something you are member with, and they have different kinds of votes from time to time to see different kinds of things. And this vote was about to actually, replace the Tondela track with a new one. But yeah, stuff like that. Obviously, there's the options. There's not too much in the options. Videos, games, settings, stuff like that. Audio. I put all of the audio stuff away from here, controls and stuff like that. Okay, that's the home. Here's my profile. How I did last season, how I've done this season, and my stats, and also available jobs that I could possibly. What I could do is to apply for a job on a different team, but at the moment I just want to make this team to make a good, obviously, emails, different kinds of, and there's a car screen that you can see my lovely car. Stats wise, I'm like fifth, and fifth. I mean, yeah. And these are the parts I can actually develop, because we have rules in place that these are spec parts. The engine, the front wing, and the rear wing are spec parts, so every team has the same kind of parts, and you can develop, gearbox, brakes, and suspension. And as you can see, working on new brakes here, designing a new part. I don't have any new parts to fit, and I have this improved parts portion here where I can improve either reliability or the performance of the part. It's a performance option and reliability. I'm actually, improving the reliability of my engine. Sorry, my English is tangling at the moment. And the engine and the suspension, these are original suspension parts. I think I do have, yes, I do have like improved parts, but the reliability is pretty poor. So I'm gonna finish these, drive with these, and then start developing different. And you can obviously, I got 20 engineers available, so I can move these back and forth, which I prefer. And at this moment I prefer to make parts reliable, so I can just concentrate on driving and stuff like that. Races, you have HQ where you can build new kind of stuff. It's kind of expensive. I got a level 2 factory which cost me 8 million. You can add new buildings to it, different kinds of buildings. Everything they give different kinds of perks. I mean, for instance, test track, you can make your engine better, but at this moment when we're using spec engines, it's not that important. Obviously, you can upgrade these buildings. It's going to cost me 15 millions to upgrade my factory to level 2. And eventually other people prefer these, or other people prefer making good parts and stuff like that. But this is just the second season, so we wouldn't know what will happen. There's a team screen. There's our chairman, Kujala, key staff, myself, my drivers, there's my reserve driver, lead designer, and race mechanics. These are individual to different drivers, and also what is in play is their chemistry, so you don't want to switch around too much. And obviously team marketability, right there's our headquarters in Finland, really funny looking building actually. Driver screen where you can compare drivers with different kinds of drivers here. um Swap, promote, or fire people which cost you money, scout for new drivers or new you know people you can contract, negotiate with them, and stuff like that. Here's the whole staff, also like drivers. My lead designer, race mechanics, as I said, how many weeks they have worked with a certain driver makes up their chemistry. Obviously, you saw you can go scout different drivers and see how they look. I mean, for instance, these are scouted. I can scout drivers here. Obviously, like in every management game, you got your finances here. You can set your budget for next year's car. I think I had like 7 million. No, I got 7 million for money, and I think my car cost of this season it costs like 12 or something like that. Sponsor screen, so you can get different kinds of sponsors from your car. It's the sponsors are offering upfront payment which you receive right away, or fixed pay per race, and it's got different kinds of options what you get. Usually it's the position of after the race. Obviously standings counter is pretty useful because you can see the different tracks straight here, as you could see. So Ardennes is the next one, is the 5th of 10, and it's really useful to go see track guides on different tracks, what the crucial things are when you go into the race and you want to do different things in the in the practice. And for some reason this championships I'm driving at the moment, the European one, we don't have any qualifications. So the podium, the race order when you start, I'm sorry, I don't know the grid right words for grid order or what it is decided which is your position in the standings at the moment. So if my driver is like the first in the standings, in the overall standings, he's gonna start from the last grid for the race. So there you have it, the different kinds of options, what you're gonna do, what you're gonna get. The if you have played, let's say you've played Football Manager 2017, the game is not nearly as in depth. You don't have that much stuff to tinker with, but the things you do is, I just feel there's the right amount of stuff to do. Everything is really easy to achieve, and what I really liked about is the fact that it's really easy to start playing. You just go and start playing from the get-go, and but it's not that easy to actually master everything, which is really great. So yeah, I could show you still a little bit of practice before I conclude this video, because we are in the terrible situation of making this video horribly long. So yeah, we're just gonna head into, I'm just gonna load a save, and we're gonna go see some practicing and what that does. So let's go check that stuff out. Okay, so here we are. Car setup screen for practice, and I always use my reserve driver for that. It's gonna go real. This is the car setup. This is stuff you do. So it's really simple stuff you want to do. All you got to do is go through the tires. This is the car setup. What you do: you front wing, rear wing, tire pressure, tire camber, ratios and suspension stiffness is the stuff you do. Obviously you will have tires, different kinds of tires for intermediate wets and super soft for this race, and you can go here and it usually gives you some feedback. The drivers are different, so you go and adjust these, and receive different kinds of things, and drivers give you feedback when they are on the doing the practice laps. It's going to show you real quick and be done with it. So here is Antonov. He's gonna ask you one more time. I'm gonna put him with soft tires and send him out. And actually, it's funny to see. I'm not sure if it's the OBS or what, but my game is quite laggy, to be honest, and I really don't like that. But yeah, the game is really laggy at the moment, and this is the actual interface you're gonna see during races, during practices, and during qualifications. You can see different kinds of information around the screen. I'm really sorry about the lagging. For some reason it might be the OBS which does the lagging. As you can see, he's gonna want to go out the other driver. Also, this is the feedback that drivers give, and you can switch between drivers. And now Antonov is giving you feedback about how the race is coming along and how the practice is coming along about. And you can actually see that feedback after he finishes this. And I'm gonna show you one more time when he goes back that he has different kinds of faces, from smiley to grumpy, to actually show you what he feels about the settings, and you can adjust accordingly to that. And I'm just gonna go, he's gonna show me, let's go here, and he's gonna tell me that downforce is not good, it's poor, handling is actual, and the speed balance is poor. And you tinker between these elements. You can go here, maybe a bit of here, close that to handling, and have these kind of settings here, so handling is pretty much the same. You can go for downforce and you get the idea. So there you have it. Motorsports Manager. I am in love with this game at the moment, and I really highly encourage you to check it out. If this video doesn't convince you, I don't know what does. But for people who love management games on the lighter side of things, and love motorsports and stuff like that, this is a thing from heaven. So go get it, because I am, at the moment, I'm really addicted. I got my FM17 players' wives calling me all the time, come back, the guys are bored. But I think I still need to do a couple of days of this. Let me know what you think of the game, let me know what you think, and let me know if you would like to see this game as a series of me doing a team thing and team save. I don't know, let me know. Hopefully you like this video, hopefully you like my content, and please remember that everything FM17 related is now released on this channel, so check that stuff out. My name is Rusty, and I'll catch you the next time.